There we go. That should be everything working. Fantastic. Hello and welcome. Welcome to my next stream of Supermarket Simulator. Um, I've done a number of things between last episode and this episode. I've updated the actual storeroom, not updated, I've restocked the storeroom. So it's nearly fully stocked, which is fantastic. Um, I moved the books around like I said I was going to. I'm pretty sure the car wasn't there. Anyway, let's move the car. I'm pressing the wrong keys. I was just playing a different game, Rap House Simulator, and they've got different keys. So anyway, all right. So here's my house. My house. It is my house. I live here. Here's my supermarket at the moment. So I've extended that. That was the latest thing that we did last episode, I think. And we've got stuff everywhere. It is huge. So I've got an aisle here, which it's almost like a Harry Potter thing. It's a secret where you come down and you find your secret books. So what I did was I had all these books over this side. As you can see, with some of them, it's hard to see what they're called. So I've actually swapped them over, not smocked them over, which will make it a lot easier to see. Now, when we end up doing the internet orders, once again, leave them till after 9 o'clock at this stage, unless they change it. Because once it hits 9 o'clock, as long as you don't go and look at them, the time stops and then you can do all of them. And having all the books in the one area will make it so much easier to actually do the internet orders. So this aisle is a breakfast aisle I made up. It's got the tea and the coffee. It's got the breakfast cereal. It's got sugar and some spreads and bread and everything, just making it easier to find. So, and we've got more here for the fruit and veg as well. Now, down, what was I going to show you? Oh, that's right. Okay. If you need to move something, you can use your crate, obviously. Now, which one was I putting here? I moved that, didn't I, to... Okay. I'm pretty sure I've got to move the crock. Put the crock here. The green there. No. The singing one. I've got double the singing there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Got double the crock. I'm just trying to work out which one I was going to move. All right. Because I've got double of all the books. Now, I do have double of the singing one here, but it's easier to see along here. So what I want to do is I want to take these 10 books and put them over to where the singing one is. Now, obviously, you right click on it and take them off. However, hit escape, come down, take the tag off, because somebody, one of the restockers, has now gone to get that book because it's got books missing. Then you come down here, get your crate back out again. Now, we'll take that one. So you right click, get those, and then take the tag off. Now, with your crate, if you're coming up to a shelf that doesn't have a tag on it, basically the last thing that went in your crate is the first thing that comes out. So when I go to stock books here, because the pile of the surprise books went in last, they will come out first. So that's why I'll put them on. And then I'll do the Crocs over here. But you need to make sure that if you're moving up just one section, that you take the tag off, because otherwise you'll go to move it and come back and the restockers will have stocked it, and then you'll have another 8 books or something that you need to move. So so that did that one. I don't think I was moving any of those. Okay. Another thing, if you have a lot of things that you need to move, like if you're playing around with your area or something. Actually, I'll show you something else first. I need to find which book had a... Okay. See down here, like all the books should have 8 on their shelves, but some of them have got 7. What you can actually do, you can go get the box and you can reshelve it yourself. Or what you can do is with your crate, is pick up a few books, and like, I'll pick up a few there. So somebody has, one of those guys have gone and they've walked, they're in the storeroom and they're grabbing the books. Now you have to make sure that you don't leave it until they come back. So what I've done is I've taken it off, because they've now gone and they're coming. They will turn up here in just a minute. There they are. And they'll restock it. So if you want to force them to do it, so we've got one here, which has got 7. So you click, you right click on it, and you just hold. If we watch, so he's walked past, he's going to get the box. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I need to get back. Otherwise I'll be left with a whole heap of books. So that was only 7. Okay. So there he is. So he'll put 1 book down. So if it really does your head in and you don't like it, like sometimes they'll, you know, you'll find that there'll be 2 missing in here, or the 2 in the honey. All you need to do, I'll see if I can find one more. Even with the fruit and veg, it's 5.1, 5.1. Okay, see the apples, it's 4.7. That's meant to be 5 kilos. If we have a look over here, those apples are 5 kilos. So we'll just pick some up, wait just a moment. And technically that's long enough. So we'll put that back, so that's 4.7. So that person there, oh, no, hang on. For whatever reason, he didn't grab the box. Okay, wait till he's grabbed the box. And now, because he's got the box, there you go. So then it's 5. It saves you going and getting it yourself. So if you want to make sure that everything's right, so that's 4.8. And like, it's really quick to do it. So he's going to go and grab a box of avocado. We're just going to make sure that we fill it up before he gets back. Okay, so he's got a box. It's probably just 1. But anyway, so that's how you can refill it if you want. Another thing, which I realised I'm going to need my car for, because yeah, when you buy your stuff, if you buy them from the actual shop, it's half price. So instead of something, say, costs $20, it'll only cost you $10 if you go to the shop and get it. Just make sure when you park the car, I like to get as close as possible. make sure when you park the car that you leave a bit of a gap, otherwise you won't get in. Sometimes you can jump in the back and get through, but other times not. Now, I left these on the ground, even though these come from over there, because when I was getting the books, because they're here, I normally get them. Hang on. And what I'll do is I'll get the book and then I'll throw it over there. And I'll come here and then I'll throw it there. And then I'll throw it here. Now, if you've got 50 boxes of books, it makes it quicker. Because if you throw like 50 boxes here, and then you put a pile and you throw them there and then throw them there, it's quicker than going from here and walking all the way along and all the way down and then coming all the way back. All right. But what I thought, just for something interesting, I was looking there, rather than throwing there, I've gone, can I throw over the shelves? And I went, oh, so if you put your cursor just below, hang on. Oops, I'm moving. I pressed the wrong key. So then I made a game. I'll see if I can do it. Ah, I got it on top. All right, hang on. And then I made a game of throwing it over. And then, of course, it gets it further down. So, you know. But do you know what I mean? You find stuff to amuse yourself. And then, oh, look, it's on there. Okay. Hang on. So then I'd get a number of boxes and I'd see how long it took me to knock it off. So anyway, and you've got to remember they could be here as well. So make sure you collect all your boxes. Oh my gosh. And if you hold the left shift down, key down, it goes faster. I just thought I'd show you that one. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, you go, you go, you go. Quick, quick, quick. There we go. Well, that was a pretty cool stop. It's okay. Nothing dense. We're fine. But yeah, it's, oops. It's definitely a lot quicker to throw things. All right. So if they will hurry up and come and get those two. Thank you. Now, we turn that one on. I don't think we turn the light on here. I think that's the majority of what I was going to show, of just some different things. Okay, so bills are paid. Pricing, if you click last chance, it'll give you the price changes that have happened today, happened yesterday, the day before, so you can check to see if you've missed a day. All right, so you can adjust them. There we go, that's done. Now, what I'm looking at, to extend the shop is 72,600. They've given us some more for the storage room, so it's 25,000 every time we extend it, which is a lot more reachable. I had, I don't know if it was 30 something thousand or whatever, but restocking the whole storeroom, it took a bit. We would have to, not storage, growth. We would have to trade for probably 3 days on top of the amount we've got to look at doing this. But then we would be out of so much stock in the storeroom. So we'd have to work out whether we restocked a lot of things, not fully, traded one more day, and then we could extend it, and then we could also buy more stuff for the storeroom. Now, I still think in the next episode, in their next update, I'm thinking that they might either give us new licenses. So have more stock that we would be able to pay the license thing and then sell in our supermarket, because they've given us more room in the storage area. They've given us more room in the shop area, even though, you know, I've squished everything in. Like literally, you can't fit another thing in here, really. It's so squished. Yeah. So the only other thing is, like, they're going to be doing something. They wouldn't have given us the ability to extend the store further and extend the storage room further if they weren't planning on bringing something in. That's what I think. So whether it's going to be more product or whether they're going to be doing something different. Now, different, I don't know. They've got fruit and veg. So, like, you know, what else do you find in the supermarket? Do you find a cafe? Not really. Sometimes you have specialty shops, so like a butcher and, you know, fruit and veg, but we've got that. I don't know, but they've got something planned. Maybe, you know, sometimes you can get a sushi bar in there, but we've got sushi. Sandwich making. Maybe they might have a sandwich making section. I don't know. Clothes. Something. I really think they're going to have an update. I don't know when, but they're going to have an update and they're going to bring something else in. That's what I feel. Um, okay. Well, I think everything's here. Let's open up. Now, I think last time we traded, we got about 170 people, which is really cool. And I know that you will get people coming in. Oh, it's an offer. Of course it is. We'll have people coming in after 9 o'clock because they would have left home. Okay, let's have a look what this is. We sell 6 boxes of eggs, 4-pack. Do you want to buy? No. Okay, the average cost. Market price is 14. Okay. The reason why I know we don't want to buy straight away is because I buy all of my goods from the shops. Can I press M? No. Okay. So I pay box market price. Okay. So say the price is $14 exactly instead of $14.38. I pay $7. All right, because I go to the shop and I buy half price. So the amount that they're selling me is cheaper, okay, but it's about what, 12 or 13, 12 or $11, whereas I'm paying 7. So I can do better than this. So we're not going to accept that. Appreciate the offer, but no. So you have to know about what you pay. If you buy stuff using the computer, then you probably would have accepted it because it's cheaper. Why wouldn't you? So, all right. Now coming up, I'm going to have to speed the boys up with restocking and speed the ladies up. Just to keep the customers happy. Further to walk because I had to move these over. But I felt we needed to have another shelf with potatoes on because if we're having 170 people come in, you need to have stock on your shelves. So, all right. Now I wait out here for them because they all come. They'll come and empty their bags and put the boxes in the bin. Whereas if I try and chase them around the supermarket, I either end up, oops, I didn't get him all the way. I either end up clicking on an item on a shelf or click on a box on a shelf. And yeah, It's so much easier just to wait here, especially right at the beginning. There's a lot of people in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. He's got something left because the guys have restocked the shelf. He wasn't able to put it back on the shelf. The guys got there first and restocked it. That's funny. I'll go take one off the shelf in a moment, and so then he can put that back on. But that's why he's holding the crate still. Oh, but if he's holding that, does that mean he can't do shoplifters now? I wonder. Okay. We haven't had many of the guys come to the rubbish. Only about 4. Oh, 2. Okay. So that's the first internet order, but I won't look at them until after 9 o'clock because then the time, I think 6 minutes you've got to deliver things, and the time doesn't start until you actually look at the order. And in fact, after it gets to 9 o'clock, oh, he's put it away. Oh, that's good to know. The frozen yogurt is too expensive. Okay. That's good to see. Let's go put the frozen yogurt down. Market price 168. Let's make it 175. Why is there none of those? Are they invisible? Oops, hang on. Okay, so get the customers in and out quicker. Oh my goodness. And okay. Oh, someone else has tried stealing. Not the best idea. See, they said the frozen yogurt's too high. It was only 10 cents high. Normally you can do up to 14 cents. Once it gets to 15 cents, and that's when you get a number of people saying it's too high. See, another good thing is that we can actually see any of the messages, even if it's all the way over there, if you know what I mean. He was the one that we missed out on the other time. All right. In actual fact, I don't know why I click on those. Like, it's meant to be fine because they keep the place clean. Okay. Because they keep the place clean, they pick up the rubbish, they clean the windows, they clean the floors. It's meant to help towards your points that you get. But mine's messed up. They just don't work. So technically, it doesn't matter if the place is dirty or clean because I'm not getting points for it anyway. But generally, you're meant to be getting points. I have to get that cleaning thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, where was the green spray? Surely someone's bought one by now. That's cleaning stuff. No. Okay. It's a green spray. Actually, don't know. They do nice little dance as well. Keeps everybody happy. What is it? A swish. Will he come? As long as he gets there before the guys to restock it. Excellent. And I'll just get rid of it at another time. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, it's 9 o'clock, but you'll see that there possibly will be maybe a few more people who'll come to the shop. So if they've already left home and they'll come into the shop, even though it's 9 o'clock, they'll still keep coming in. We've had a lot of customers come in though. Okay. And until everybody's left, I won't hit enter because I don't know whether they're programmed to get a certain amount. And if you hit enter, then they just leave. So I don't know. All right. There we go. Where's the other guy? There he is. All right. Because he's empty so quick, that's why I've done another lot over there. And if a customer wants some tomatoes and there's none here and none there, they would head over like that guy has and grab them from over there. Okay. There's so many still. And like it was 9 o'clock a while ago. Just looking at his eyes. He looked like a okay. Now, what else? Lasagna. Excellent. Now, it's after 9 o'clock. If you have a look on the right, it only shows that there's one for internet orders. If we press M on the map, we've had 2. So that's the smallest I've ever had. If I have a look at what they've actually ordered, okay, if you have a look down the bottom, it says remaining time 6:31, but it's not moving at all. Have a look at the other one, it's 5:19. Now, they're not moving at all. So if it disappears, I can press T and I can get it to come back. Now, what were we on? We're on around 20,000. So we've made 23, well, over 24,000 today. There's still so many people. Okay. Nearly finished. And yeah, if you have all this stuff together, it's obviously easier for restocking. So like all the books in one section rather than some over here, some here, and some there, which is how I had it. Don't get me wrong. So they would restock here and then have part of a box and come over here and restock and then have to go to the bin. Oh, look at all the empty stuff. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a lot of butter that went. We haven't had butter go in ages. I only know because normally, like, I don't restock this, but normally in regards to when I'm buying stuff, I haven't had to buy much in the way of butter. Okay. And definitely having the toilet paper, like the larger items that take up more room on the shelves, having them closer to the storage room really helps in regards to restocking. So, because if you have them all over here, which I had a lot, so I've moved them, then they have to come over, they've got 4 things, and then they have to go into the bin, go get some more, come all the way over, and in that time, other things are emptying. So, all right, what I'll do, oh, I'll wait for him to finish, sorry. There we go. Is that everyone? Yes. Okay. So we'll finish for the day. Allow him to put that in the bin. And him as well. There we go. So we'll finish for the day. One product found too expensive. Now that was the yogurt, so we changed the price. We brought it down by 2 cents to make it either a 5 or a 0 at the end. So we had 182 customers. There was 170 last time, or thereabouts. And there we go. So we've got melon and steak. The price has gone up. Staff has been paid, which is great. I haven't seen someone with a pink shirt before. There we go. So first thing I'll do, say morning to everybody. Morning. Oops, turn the light on. And you can move these. If you don't want this here, you can move it. So you can put it somewhere here or whatever, wherever you want. And don't forget, once you're looking at something, if it's highlighted green and you left click on it, it'll put you straight in. So then you don't have to walk around to actually go to it. Now, the first thing I do is I pay the bills. And then I do the pricing before I do anything else so I don't forget. Click on last change. There we go. Most times it'll give you the arrow, like green for the price has gone up, so you're going to make more money. Or it costs you more to buy it as well. Or the red that it's gone down. So it was $10.65. The market price is $11.50, which is what it'll cost at another shop. So we're going to do $11.60. So I always put it between, you know, up to at least 14 cents up. So that was $5.40, $6.33, which is $6.43, but I'll round it up to that $6.45. There we go. Okay. So the pricing's done. What have I got there? Sometimes it goes funny. If you've got something that you've saved, it might go funny. Darren is a sugar. I don't know. I'm going to make it go away anyway. Because with the amount that we've traded, then there's going to be like boxes and whatever missing anyway. However, oops, get stuck on the stairs. We're going to do the internet ordering, because if you press M on the map, it still shows them. So until the time starts again, the time remaining won't change. if you know what I mean. What I might do is if we open the shop, I don't know. No, I'm not going to do it because my guys haven't finished stocking anyway. All right, let's do the internet orders. I was thinking of doing one of them, getting the other one ready, and then opening the shop and seeing whether the time started again. But it's kind of pointless. The guys have got too much to restock, so yeah. All right, so if I press T, it'll come up, and then we can get these ones. Oh, look, we can get that. There we go. So rice and cat food. Cat food's over here. And then rice. What was in there? Oh, it was coffee. Okay. Now it's really hard because I've moved shelves around. And like I've sorted this out in books and that. And I've got the big items and I've got breakfast. So the rice we're looking for is going to be back this way somewhere. But I'd like to sort out an aisle that has got flour, rice, you know, some pasta, some basic staples. There it is. Okay. So then we put this in the back of the ute. And then we press T and we go to the next one. I won't share. Coffee's there. Pizza's here. That one. Clotted cream was there. It was right there. Where did I move it? I moved it. Cereal. I'm going to move that again because I can't remember where I put it. That's tuna. No. There it is. Yep. Okay, so coffee's there. Soda is here. Go to the breakfast aisle. That one. And candy is right here. Okay. And I know we have to go up this way. Okay. And yes, you can drive and look at a map at the same time. And yes, it's dangerous. I actually did that and I banged into somebody. I'm amazed I missed. And then you can just press F, which gets you out of the car, and the car will stop immediately instead of trying to press the space bar for the brake. Is this Ethan? There we go. Thank you for waiting. You're welcome. And then I'm pretty sure the other person, there they are, it's down here. Sorry. Oh, there's a lot of scratching there. And I'm just making sure I'm off the road. There we go, John. Thank you so much. There we go. Now, if you're very clever, you can go this way. It will only just fit. All right. While we're here, we might as well get petrol. If I can straighten it up enough. F to get out, just to stop it. Get back in. Go backwards a little bit. Oh my goodness, are you serious? I'm too far away. Okay. Now it's saying in the left-hand side to press T to refuel. And then you see on the right-hand side where it's red for the petrol gauge, it's just gone to grey. And so while they're restocking the store, I might as well just fill up. Can't hurt. If you run out of petrol, then it'll cost you $50. You can press T and it lands you straight back here, which is really cool. I've only had it mess up, I think, one time. Because I got out and then I got back in and something else happened and it didn't come up to say T for a tow. I pressed T and it didn't work. The car was out of petrol and not at the petrol station, and you can't push it. So I ended up having to save the game, get out and come back in, and it had fixed itself. But that was the only way I could get it to move. All right. And just F to get out. And then they're restocking still, which is really cool. So we should be fine with everything, with the amount of stock that I've got. Once they finish restocking, we'll trade again. So that won't be a problem. So this is my overflow area where if I have a, like I've got a, what's it called? A box. A box with 3 in. This can hold 12. So what I'll do is I'll put the box with 3 here, and then that will let me order the box of 12 to go back on the shelf where it should go. So that we'll have more stock here in the storage rather than this taking up the space. So now, but then I'll try that one. No. Once it's done, sometimes I'll take these off. That's unusual. Might as well go have a look. Depends what they're up to with restocking. There we go. Yeah, they generally take from there, not a problem. And I look to make sure that I don't have 2 boxes of the same thing, which is partly filled, because otherwise that's taking up room on the shelf as well. So you only want 1 box that's partly filled. There we go. It's like, especially these big boxes. Now I'm holding the shift key to go fast again. Those big boxes take up, you only get 4 or 6 things in them, and they take up a lot of room. There we go. If I could fill the shelf. Now that's blue. Is that the same? I think they're all the same. Oh, this is up here though. Oh, That's not fair. Who filled that? I'll have to put this back. Let me double check though. 24 and 24. Okay. I was hoping not be able to empty it. What a cream. That's 16 normally. There we go. 16. Double it. 32. And that means these are empty. He's taken the potatoes. Pretty sure. I'll leave those there just for a minute because otherwise they'll just, if they can't fill the shelf, they'll just drop them on the floor. Let's see if we can fill this up. Nope. There should be somewhere else. Don't know. Like when I extend next, there's a few things which have they're only on the shelves in 2 spots. And that's the balls. It's breakfast. No. 16. Well, that's 1. Because I've got room, what I'll do is there's normally 8 in this box. Because I've got room, I'll put that there. 19. I don't know where these are. Okay. Here. Yes. Oh, we might be able to get rid of another one. Now, what I do sometimes is I do this. Put the box down and I'll let them deal with it. Okay. Nope. Yeah. No. 3. Sad panda. That's okay. We've helped. So that's 3. So that can go back there. Oops. No. Put it there. Get off that one. Ham. No. Now, excuse me. Where did... I know there's ham here. No, there's not. Okay. So lasagna, that's mince. No. 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 Hang on. Ham. There we go. Yes. So that top one still needs it, but that's okay. Because I've got rid of it. Well, it's not okay. It still needs to be filled, and they will get there. But I've got it out of the overflow area, which is really cool. All right, bread hasn't come back. Water hasn't come back. This one I ended up ordering way too many. Now we've checked those. And if you accidentally open something, it doesn't matter. It'll just shut itself. I've moved those over because it makes it look better. Now, mushrooms. They're down here somewhere. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Not many. Okay, good. And oh, yes. I had so many boxes here at one stage. They went all the way up. I reckon one actually went through the wall. So it'll be interesting when I extend whether there's actually a box there on the ground. So these boxes are all, I changed things around here. Some of these were only small. So I've ordered big ones. So a lot of these are small ones, which I used to have these on, which once I extend, I'll just end up putting who knows what on them. Okay, so that's fine. Now I'll have a look around and see. So that's all chicken. I have a look to see if there's any of these with just one in it. So that's got 3. I'm assuming they're filled up. On the odd chance they haven't, they have. There's another spot. No, they've done it. And I'm holding the shift key once again to go fast. I'm just having a look to see if there's any individual ones. 24, 24. Okay. Toilet paper sometimes, or potatoes. 4. It's got 2, that's all right. There's enough there. Chicken. And, put this down. I'll go down here. That's looking pretty cool. There will be others that like have 2 in it instead of 8 or something like there. So if I was going to be, do you know what? 1, 2, 3, 2. So if we move these down quickly, just because we can, because I have got many of these. Now, there's still a fair amount to do. I was going to order on the internet. Don't you hate it when they... Oh, I got out of it. I thought I was down the stairs. I was in trouble. I was going to say, don't you hate it when a tree gets in the way? And that's about to go green. Okay. I back up because it makes it easier to restock. Now, sublet flour is 3. 1, 2, 3. Once again, our boxes are great. Nothing gets broken, bruised, or shaken up, including drinks. And it's quicker to throw them. So sandwich bread, we need 2. Okay, so that's 1, 2. And by buying them at these places, so this is where I am at the moment, the deli and grocery, that's our shop, our supermarket, the liquor store, the janitorial, the green market, and the meat and dairy, you buy everything for half price. Which means you've got more money in your pocket, you can buy more products to put on your shelves, and yeah, gives you more money to, more money, so then you can do more things like buy more licenses, extend, whatever. Now, oh, okay, they're getting close to being done. If you chuck stuff down there, and they're coming here to grab stuff, they will pick it up from the floor there. So, which means that most things have been restocked. So we can open up in just a moment. So flour, not flour, bread. Didn't I buy, oh, there must have been another spot for it. Okay. Now, I'm going to do another day's trading. Oops. Okay, so we've gone and got those, so then I'll get rid of them here. The store is so nice. Barbie, you're wonderful. My store is so squished. I have got everything though. Before the last update, I bought all the licenses. The storage area, I'd have all the extensions, I'd done it. And then they brought in another 6 extensions. The actual shop itself, I only had 9 more to go. Well, they've brought in another 10. The only problem is the last 10 that they've brought in, they're all down as the last price of what it costs to extend. Now, at the moment, currently, my next extension for the shop, which is just that small bit, you have to extend it 3 times to get the whole wall to go back. So my next one's going to cost me $72,600 and then $83,500. Once we get to the highest amount it costs, you've got 10 or 11 at $160,000, which is so much. Now, restocking your storeroom is a lot of fun, but it's a lot of goods to do. Do you know what I mean? So who's to know? Maybe you could hire someone who could, maybe they that's the thought. So in their next update, which I imagine they'll do another update, that's an interesting thought. The last update, they've given us more room in the storeroom. They've given us more room in the shop. And then they changed some other stuff, which is neither here nor there. So my thinking is the next update, they're going to give us more licenses to sell more in the shop, and or they're going to do something else. So whether maybe have a specialty shop for making sandwiches, like have a little cafe, have something else attached. I don't know, because we've got alcohol, we've got books, maybe selling clothes. I don't know. There are a couple of things. Another thing they could be looking at doing, now this is all hearsay, I'm making it up as I go along, I've not heard from anybody, is maybe they will give you the option of hiring somebody to do internet orders for you, and or maybe they'll have finally a grocery list for each shop, and you'll be able to click on it, and maybe we can hire somebody, give them like with the shopping list, and they can go get stuff from the shop, which would be really cool, because it's now a big part of actually doing it. But it's still, I think, worthwhile because just the money side of things. And for us to be able to get to the stage where you're paying 160,000 to extend the supermarket, you need to save as much money as possible. Like, it's quicker and easier to order here on the computer. You know, you sort of go, yep, you know, you click, 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 or, you know, you go round and you go, yep, oh, hang on, okay, I need 2 of them, 1 of them, 1 of them, and go through, and then press the E key. I'll do it. It's gonna cost me 71 instead of 36. Anyway, so E, there it is. Quick, easy, simple. And once they've stopped restocking the shop, they'll take those and they'll put them on the shelf for me. So I don't even need to worry about that. And before they brought the actual shops, these shops in themselves, I used to have a lot of fun ordering, and then I'd go quickly order again. So I'd end up with a big stack of them, of parcels, and then the second order would be stacked on top, and then it'd all fall over and be a huge mess all over the ground, and it was hilarious. Well, to me, it was funny. But anyway, so yeah, that would be interesting. So that's a thought. Keep that in mind. I really would like for them to have a shopping list, because it's really hard. I know some people have, you know, they write it down what they need. Some people have an Excel spreadsheet. That's way too much work for me. So I just, I did write down in a book, in a pad, in regards to what you find in what shop. But I've got used to it now. So, you know, if I'm looking at something, I know that this you can buy up here. I also know this shop has meat and dairy in it. However, up here, you can buy butter, you can buy the yogurts, you can buy hummus, you can also buy the crab sticks. And I keep thinking that there's something else, I'm not sure. But that I would have under meat and dairy normally, or the crab sticks maybe not. You can get hummus as well. That's, but anyway, so in the dairy down here, you can get the tuna, you can get the clotted cream, all the sushis, the meats, the cheese, the eggs, and the milk. That obviously is all down there. That's all the fruit and veg. In janitorial supplies, it's self-explanatory, except you can also buy toothpaste. So toothpaste you buy from there, you don't buy it from up there. So these are the little things that you learn. So if they end up having, like if you use the tablet, you can only have, like down the bottom it says amount 2. So if I get another one, it says 3. You can only have 50 items on here. And you can either right click to take it off, or obviously you can click on here, go up to your cart, and then you delete things here. So if they brought in somebody who would actually do the shopping for you and you would pay their wages, brilliant. And you could still handle the internet ordering. The internet ordering's not a problem. Like, at the most, I think you get 5 customers who order things from you. And yeah, it's fairly easy. So, but at the end, having to pay for that little section 160,000, and each one, like 10 of them. Actually, if that's 1, 2, is that 4 across? 1, 2, maybe it is 4 across now. It used to be 3. No, the storage room is 3. That must be 4. Okay. And I won't repaint that until until I've finished my extension, because every time you extend any wall that's destroyed, the paint doesn't go back on the next one. And I just like, it's $200 for a tin of paint, and it's just, I won't do it. So, but yeah, um, it will be interesting to see what they bring with their next update. I might actually write down the things that I've thought of. Um, but yeah, if they do bring something in, you will be looking at doing extensions, and then, you've got to have room to put them in. And then if it ends up being um, a, a high turnover item, like fruit and veg is a high turnover item. So you need to have them as close to the storeroom as possible, because with the guys who are restocking, they're just going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. If you have them over the other side of the shop, that's a long way for them to walk, which they can do it. However, with them walking there, walking to the bin, walking back there, and that's just emptying one box, in that time, if you've got 180 customers coming through your shop, they're clearing out and emptying other shelves. So anything that's a high usage item, or high bought, I can't think of the right word now, you need to have them as close to the storeroom as possible. And it's the same as the items like the potatoes, the toilet paper and that, because you can only fit 2 on a shelf. Whereas if you get, say, toothpaste, you can fit 24 or whatever the number is. So toothpaste can be stored over here somewhere, because when they have a box and they restock it, they've got multiple in there, and it's not a problem. Um, yeah. Also, the pumpkins, you get a box with 2 in it, and then 2 fits in there. So you need to have more of those. Then that's why I've got all those. Then say the tomatoes, you don't need as many. Um, I don't know. There's all these like little bits and pieces, and then putting stuff on special. The more things you have on special, the more customers you actually get in. So if I didn't have anything on special, I might only be getting 140 customers a day. Because I have things on special, I'm getting up to 180. Now, depending on what percentage you're giving a discount for your items, it adds people coming in as well. So you might get, say, you might have everything at 5% discount. So you've got like 5 items at 5% discount. So instead of saying 140 people, you might get 150. But then if you put everything at 10%, you might get 157 customers come in instead of 150. So you have to work out what you're going to do, what percentage. Or you might just put something on discount for 50% off for the day, just to get a whole heap of customers come in. Because when they buy the item that's on discount, they will also go around the shop and buy other items. So they're not going to come in and just buy that one thing. So you might take a loss on something just to get the customers in, and you'll be making profit on all the other items you get. However, you've got to remember, if you buy the items from a shop, from wholesalers or whatever they're called, you're paying half price. So if you buy it from the computer in the shop, it might cost $20. If you go to these, and they're open 24 hours, so once it gets to 9 o'clock, you can still go and get items, or you can wait for in the morning and get the items then if you want. But it'll only cost you $10 for something that will cost you $20 on the computer. So therefore, you can buy one of those and something else, or you can buy 2 of them. All right. So if you're paying $10 for something and you do a 50% discount, well, technically, you're not losing any money. It will show as negative on the price tag for your information. But if that's what's the information that they give you is if you've bought it from the computer. All right. So it takes longer to go out and get it, but it's a lot of fun. You just throw stuff around. It's brilliant. All right, let's do one more day and let's see how we go. So we've got what, 43,000? So 43403. So she's cleaned up a mess, and you sort of go, how did it get messy? Nobody's come in. And I always like to, I get caught on the computer here a lot. I always like to jump from time, on top of things, because why would you go around? And I reckon customers come in just to see me jumping from item to item. And I haven't restocked anything. Well, a couple of items just then. But because I restocked fully, then we should have enough items for 2 days, not a problem. I would possibly have to have a look through on some high turnover items to see how they're going if I wanted to do 3 days. And yeah, basically, it's not a problem. So we will wait and see. So it's a bit slow. It's not bad. Nearly 10:30. But yeah, what did we have? Was it 188? No. Honestly, I can't remember now. Oh, that's the shop. Wait. That's so... I forgot to look at the butter. Nice. There's so many customers. It's lucky it's no player collision, which is why, and because I don't complain about anything, that's why with some of them, I've got the, like almost no room to walk through. Like in real life, if you had to do this, there's no way you'd come to this shop. Like, no way. Okay, so all these customers are still picking up things because nobody's bought anything yet. So they're getting a lot of stuff. Okay, so there's the first person. And you look how many people are actually in the shop. That's so much. And like the bigger the shop that you've got, the more items you've got, the more they'll pick up. He's just bought 3 of the same book. Brilliant. Okay. Is there 2? There is 2. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now the only thing is, because I've got so many cameras and the guards do a brilliant job, I've never heard these things go off. So I don't know what they sound like. He's going again. Okay. Now, normally these guys, they help out one person, then there's a break, and then they get a heap more. So I will wait until the next lot start to come in before I get them going faster. Okay. So we've had, what is it? It's 3 o'clock, and we've had 4 shoplifters. And that's why they're hired, because I only saw one of them. And like the cameras, they show up who's actually a shoplifter. So they never get enough chance. Never get a chance to actually come out. So if they came out and the things went off, I'm just wondering if these guys would chase them down the road and then smack them and pick the stuff up and bring it back. But yeah, as I said, what's too expensive? Hand soap. Hang on. Oh, wow, she waited for a while. It's so hard. This is the best place to catch them. Well, that I've worked out. All right, let me check hand soap. $2.12. So that's $2.22. Bring it up to $2.25. No idea. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to, instead of $2.25, I'll bring it down 5 cents. And if you change the price here, wherever you've got hand soap, it'll change the price. So you don't have to go change more than one. Actually, while I'm here, and that's internet ordering. Okay. Oh my gosh. The internet ordering, we don't need to wait until 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I just looked at the time. We can wait after 9 o'clock. And each time you click on them, it's $3. So it's actually $18 to update them. But once they're red, they're running. And with 180 customers or thereabouts, the shelves get cleared pretty quickly. So okay. It says press enter to finish the day, but I will wait until all the customers are gone, because otherwise it'll clear the shop and I don't know whether I'll get paid for what they were going to buy or whether I'll only get paid for what's gone through the register. And it's a lot of money, so I'm not I'm not going to muck around with it. Now it's after 9 o'clock. You might see people still entering the store. And so this lady in the red and this guy in the white. And what's happened is before 9 o'clock, they've appeared on the map and they've started walking to the shop. And so they're down to go to the shop and to buy whatever they need to buy. And so even though it's after 9 o'clock, they'll still come. If somebody comes out of their building after 9 o'clock, they'll just go for a walk. They won't actually go shopping itself. So even though it's 9 o'clock and no more people are coming, you sort of go, that's a lot of customers. Like, that's a lot. So that's why we need the guys running. Oops, I need to get out. We need to have them running to fill the shelves or to help out. If I try and chase, do you see what I mean? It is a game. Okay. All right. Nah, it does my head in. Trying to chase them. Where is he there? Okay. You need help? That's okay. They'll be there in a moment. And by jumping on top of things, it makes it easier to reach people. You can see. Okay. Oh, normally I'm better. But they pause here at the bin for a moment. So that gives you the best option to make them run. So then maybe they'll restock a shelf that was empty, and someone comes up and they would like to buy something. And actually, by being, thank you, some of them go really quick and the others, they just hang around for a moment. By being here, if somebody says something is too expensive, then we've actually got a chance to see, because you've only got about 5 seconds for the the thing to be, oh, they both waited, to be above their head. So if you're not looking in that direction, then you won't know. But because we're actually here, I've picked up on 2 things, which normally if I'm out and about or if I'm in the storage room or whatever, I wouldn't have seen them, because there's no noise to go, oh, somebody said something's too expensive, better have a look. And like if we're in the storage room, you can actually read it like through the wall. As long as you're looking in the direction, you can read it. But there we go. Oh, what was it? Couldn't find Grand Marinara, whatever. Okay, that's the Scotch. So we've missed out on a couple of people. Is that one on special? It's not. Okay. 3 people. 4 people. Oh, you know what's happened? They couldn't find it. I'll go get one. It's not going to matter because everyone's finished. And I'm holding the left shift key as well as W to make it go this fast, because otherwise that's W. And so these shops are open late at night. So because we haven't got it, everybody's gone, oh, you haven't got that. I'm going to say I needed it. So then we'll get a number of people go, couldn't find stock. Okay, now I can put it in. Or I can put it there. I wonder if one of them will grab it. So he'll go to the bin. He will be the one to grab it. Yes. Did they say as well, is that 5 that I've seen? My goodness. And I haven't been able to help. Normally I try and help with the fruit and veg and restocking those areas. But you've seen what I've been doing. Like, I haven't been standing around actually watching them. There we go. 6. I just saw another person. I've actually been making people go faster than that. That's everybody left, isn't it? No? Go buy some scotch. Go buy some scotch. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. Oh my gosh. I couldn't click on it. Go buy some scotch. $12. Oh, it is on special. And no, it's not negative, remember? So 18, so that's $9.33 is what it cost me. So if you add $9.33 on top of that, that's the profit I'm making. That's why so many people are trying to bring it in. However, I've got a number of areas. I can't have it here because there's no room. All right. I've got heaps of these because these are on special as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make up another area, because like I've got a number of areas. Where is it? Actually, I should just look for an empty shelf. Oh no, that's the Japanese one. Okay. I'm going to make another area. For that. Because we missed out on 6, 7 sales. Wait and see. It'll say couldn't find such and such by however many people. I thought that flashed. I was going to say, I didn't think there was anything moving in the actual signs themselves. Oops. I've got to put this here. There we go. So that'll be another 4 bottles. So when I'm ordering them, because I've got 4 bottles here. And then I've got them somewhere else, I'm pretty sure. If I haven't, that's a bit silly. But anyway, so that will be another 4. All right, so someone's taken it already. So that'll be another 4 when I'm ordering. And I've got, I'm thinking watermelon. It's not. Pumpkin. Yeah. I've got that up the top. Okay. So they're fine. So what we're on, 43,403. So 43. That's about the same. About 24,000 a day. And so 67. I'm already on that page. So 72. So we'd need to trade another day. But if we traded another day, like this is specials. This one, this is 2 boxes worth. This has got 6 boxes. So you hope that you can get where you are. The store's amazing. Barbie, thank you so much. If you ever have any questions, like definitely ask. I don't know. I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. Just the challenge of trying to keep up and the logistics of, all these bits and pieces, working out the best thing to do. So like what I've done is I've got one section here, which majority wise has specials. So all these items are on special. However, all these items, I've left them like this is, I think it's veal chop. All right. So these are all on special. However, this is where they are normally. So I don't take them off the shelf to put them somewhere on special. I have a section where things are on special. And by the looks of things, I need to have room to put the alcohol or to move it a bit closer. I think the next time I extend, I'm going to have to move some things a bit closer. So maybe I can move some of these. I could almost do some of that now. I just remembered I've got this in here too. Where was it? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's over here. No. I can't remember where it was again. Oh my goodness. I'm going to cry. Why is this one so hard? There it is. And guess what? Oh, it had a spot. Oh my gosh, that is fantastic. All right. If we, where's the, okay, so that's breakfast. I can't touch that. I can't touch that. What about, now I've moved them from one side to the other. That's all those. That's the little bread. Have we got little bread here? We have. The salt doesn't all need to be here. Okay. So I take the salt off. I take that off. Oh no, quick, 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 quick. Oh, they can't restock that. That's fine. Because there isn't any more. Take that off quickly. Okay. Take that off. So whatever's on the left-hand side is what will go there. Brilliant. So I'm only doing this because it's moving them closer. Now, hang on. Not what I was looking for. Now there's another one here. So if I put that there, now the reason I'm moving them closer is for restocking purposes. These are on special. So one, two, three. So the guys will, you love playing games like this? It's pretty clever. Or sometimes. I'll show you something in a minute. Give me a second. I've got to work out to make sure. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking that has to move as well. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is where they come and start restocking on the shelf that I've just done. There we go. Okay, so the bottom section. Let me move this and then I'll show you something. Whenever you take something off, always take the tag off, because if they fill that up again, you've got a shelf without a box. You've got to try and move things, if you know what I mean. Now, I've kept some empty boxes, so if something like that happens, I can actually go and get a box and move it. Now, I need to put a tag back on. Okay. So that's got those 4. Now, if you want, they're still restocking, so I don't know if they'll come and do it. If you've got a few things you want to move around, what I've done is down here, these are for the overflow. However, in this shelf, I've got empty boxes. So if I take a box, it's empty. So if I have something on special and then I want to take them off and change it, I can use this to come here and go, okay, I don't want honey on special anymore. Now, honey, its normal place is there. Okay, so that stays there the whole time. I don't change it. But if I decide that I don't want honey on special anymore, I can come here, making sure he wasn't doing honey. I can take this off because I've got an empty box, and then I'm just trying to remember, did I have honey down the bottom? Because I've just changed it if I didn't. Okay, all right, doesn't matter. Yeah, so anyway, I can do that. So now, if I'm trying to change things around, if I've got moving things and I need a small box for this, and I want to move toilet paper, which means I need a big box. If I've got the blank boxes, once you put it on the ground, they will come and pick it up and put it in the rubbish bin. All right. Now, I don't want them to do that because I want to be using a couple of boxes. So what I can actually do, I don't know if they would do it now. Okay, he's come to pick the box up. Okay. Because there's still things, let me finish the day. No, I've got to put it down now. Okay. 10 products not found. That's going to be that whiskey that we ran out of. One product found too expensive. We actually saw that and we actually changed the price. I think it was hand soap. I actually got 40 store points. That's unusual because my store points are not working properly. So I just totally ignore that. Okay, let's go to the next day. Oh, my box, my box. Okay. Now, once they get to the time where they're not restocking anything, that they're coming here, and I think they extended this because I think it was a short mat and they've extended it now, but they really need a mat coming here for the other people as well. So once you have all your restockers and they're standing there not moving, what you can do is you can come in here, wherever, put a box down, wait for them, they'll come, pick it up before they get there, and because they didn't finish what they were doing, they will actually stand and wait. And if you put the box down, they won't finish. They're stuck, all right? So you wait for the next day. You wait for all of them to finish restocking the shelves, which mine have got to stop for a while. Once they're all standing there, you put the box down, they come in. You wait. Once they stop, you put the box down again, and you keep going until you've got all 6 of them just standing around not doing anything. Now, the way to fix that is to save the game, go back to the screen and come back in again, and they're fixed. It's not a problem. However, once you've got them standing there in the shop, then you can go and you can have this box and you can get another box and you can move things from shelf to shelf. You can take things off, you can swap things around and everything. So that's the only way that I've actually found that you can adjust things the way you want them. Now, don't forget, I had a whole heap of, have I got any more? Oh, here's some. All right, so toilet paper, you only get 4 packets. 4? Yeah, anyway, you only get 4 in each box. Oh, that's because, yeah, you got the double, 2. Yeah, okay. So you get 4 in each box, all right? So these should technically be over here somewhere. So I've moved a heap. So they come in a pack of 6. So I can actually move this one and show you. So what you can actually do, excuse me, is pick it up. You press C to box it, and you take it for a walk because you can. All right, you put it down. Now they're not going to pick up that. All right, let's have a look. So that's 4, 4, 4. Okay, so that's a good one. Let's pick that one up. Take it for a walk. Come over here. Use your scroll wheel, unless you've changed it to a different key. And let's put it there. Now, the whole reason I do that is because I have the toilet papers and the paper towels and that here. And then I've tried to have a lot of them here. So the distance for them to restock the shelf, they only have to come here and go back there, backwards and forwards. Whereas if they have to walk all the way down here, not a problem, they'll do it. However, you know, you've got shelves getting empty. Now, it looks like things are messed up. You can see how you've got the gap at the front and that at the back. Don't worry about it. Once I get the shelf in, it fixes itself. And because it's got all the tags on it, when you bring stuff in, they'll restock. It's the same as what in the shop. You can move shelves around and you can box them up and change things. Like you could box the whole supermarket up, move things around and change it and redesign it however you choose. Not a problem. All right. And that reminded me, we actually, we've got some things to do. I forgot. French fries are here. The internet orders. Okay. Now, sushi's over here. What's that one? That's a small. And I've just stopped that, so that's brilliant. Now, this one's here. Excellent. Put this in the back of the ute. Press T. Go to the next one. All right. Now, ice cream. Now, if you choose the wrong ice cream, it'll show down the bottom and it'll be red. So then you just left click and put it back in. So you right click to take out. And oops, I took one too many. So then I left click and put it back in until it's green. Next one over. Oh my goodness. It looks like he's wearing it. Oh my gosh. There we go. Now oil, turquoise here. All the cheeses. And the oil. Think. No idea. Oil's been moved. No, we don't want the green one. We want the yellow one. Now that's got 2 there. What I'm going to do, I could almost have had oil with the breakfast because you cook that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find it, and I imagine it's got 2 lots of oil actually. Might be here. Yes. Now this is said remaining 241, so that won't go anywhere. I'm going to, remember, I'm going to move one of the yellow oils and put it where the green oil is. So then we've got them together, because you will still have the same amount in your shop. But then if you're looking for oil, if you find one, you'll find the other. Oops. T. Okay, we just did that. What am I doing? Lazoo, hello, how are you? Oh my gosh. I'm so lucky tonight because I've been streaming for so long. There we go. Lizu does some wonderful art. Absolutely beautiful. Oops. No. Hang on. I accidentally... There we go. Because it's got nothing in it. He would be very cross if we took this up to him. He had nothing in there. Oh my gosh, I love that little chicken. That's beautiful. Pineapples. What are you working on at the moment for your artwork? I haven't been able to catch up with you for a little bit. Croc should be here. 6, mother and child. Chicken leg, I think. No, I moved it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember. I've just moved too many things. No. Did we put some over here? No. I can't find it. Like, seriously, I've got more to organise. That's a freezer. That's on special. That's sushi. Oh, it's in a fridge. These are all drinks and cheeses. They're drinks. No, no. I'm going to have to go individually because it was here and I moved it. I moved it over there. Oh my gosh. And this is why you don't want the timer going, because you put yourself under unnecessary pressure. And if you've moved things around as much as I have, it's not fun. Not fun at all. Okay. So press T. Done, Logan. Zelda. Okay. So press M. There's 3 of them. Brilliant. All right. Now. Okay. So F to get out in a hurry. And who's that? That's Zelda. Brilliant. I'm glad that it doesn't show the dents because my car would not have a flat panel anywhere. I crashed so many times. Okay. James, there we go. Hang on. Close. C. There we go. I accidentally didn't have my mouse on him, and that's why I opened. Where's the other one? Logan's over there. Past. Okay. Now, if I can drive very well, I'm going to scratch the panels up on both sides. Hang on. can see him down the end of the street there. What did that say on the fence? Save the what? Here we go. Thanks for waiting all night. I really appreciate it. All right. And what did it say down here? Save the planet. I didn't know what it was saying. All right. So we've done the internet ordering. They're doing a lot of restocking. Let me get out. All right. That's beautiful. So 66,000. It's a new day. So the first thing I should do is pay the bills. See, I forgot already. And do the pricing. So click on last change. And today there was only one thing that changed, went up. So $5.05. So I'll put that as $5.15. And see, if I don't make a habit of it, I would have been missing out on a bit of profit, and people would have gone, oh, that's a little bit down. It wouldn't have been down as a discounted thing, but yeah. Now you can change the discount here, but I like to do it actually at the price itself. So here. And all of my prices are discounted by 25%. My suggestion, you can do what you want, but my suggestion is whatever you put a discount on, make sure it's an item that has a lot of product on the shelf. So if you put toilet paper on special, when they come in, they won't just buy one, they'll buy 3 packets. Okay, so if you have 180 people come in, they buy 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's going to be empty. By the time the guys put a box out, put it in the bin, go back for another one, the shelf will be empty. There'll be a lot of people saying they can't find it at all. Also look at getting high priced items. This is the best item to have on special, because it's, well, at the moment I've got it as $23 for 1 packet, and you get 15 on a shelf. All right, so all of these are $23. We only pay, how much do we pay? Okay, so we pay $24 for it. So it says I'm losing $1.44 for each packet. But don't forget, I buy this at the shop. So instead of paying $24.50 for it, I'm paying $12.25. So if you add $12.25 onto this, I'll be still making over $10 profit for each packet that's on there. All right. So things like these, you get 24 on one shelf. So instead of 2, you get 24. Even honey is 12. These are 12 each. What are they? Toothpaste is 24. I'm not making much profit, but because I've got all these items on special, it brings more customers in and they buy what they've come for, plus they go around the shop and buy other stuff. So it's getting the customers in your door, which is what you're looking at. So you might only have 5%, but it's getting them in. So the other product, so we've got this on special, so that's 12. We've also got some vodka on special too. I'm not going to fit all that in, am I? Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Now it's here. If I do this one, take that off. Beautiful. So we've got the green one there. Nice. So then when I'm doing the internet orders, oops, not there. Oh, yes, there. Then I'll be able to find the oil, not a problem. Whether it's the yellow or the green oil, won't be a problem. This, I need to put more on the shelf because I don't think, I thought I did, but I still think I do, but I can't find it. I thought I had at least another shelf, like section with pasta. If I don't, that's not enough. We're running out of it. See, sugar's another thing that you could look at, but have a look at the price. It's $7 per box. So if you have a look, honey on special is $9.23. It was $12.30. So you want something that is high. The reason I did toothpaste is because you got 24 on a shelf. It's not a high price. We're not making much money. Like it cost us $3.10. Well, it actually cost $1, no, 50, $1.55. All right. So add $1.55 on top of that. We're not making much money. But we're getting more customers coming in because they're looking for the toothpaste. And we've got 24 on the shelf. So I thought that was still pretty cool. But this is what we're making a huge amount of money on. It's so expensive. Would you pay $30? I wouldn't. Not for a packet cake. Okay. Other guys here. They're all here. I'll show you. So if you're wanting to move things around, I did it the other day. So you can either do it, you can even do it here, actually. So that person's coming. And now, oh. They did it the other day. Maybe it's in the shop. All right. And it's like, no, no, no. It's my box. Oh, she's gone back. Okay. I don't know how I did it then. I had the whole lot of them stuck in the shop. That was how I did it, though. Unless... What have we run out of? Not honey. The scotch. That's in this box, I think. That's the breakfast aisle. Okay. So he's coming. I saw him come through the door. Now he might come behind me. There you go. Oh, he moved. I got him trapped. I got him trapped. I don't know. Bugger. Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, somehow I did it. And then I was able to use a lot of boxes and things like that. But don't forget, if you can't use boxes, like I've got all these so I can load stuff in and I can just put them on a shelf, on my overflow shelves. You've always got your crate that you can use, and you can always move the shelves themselves and rebox. All right, so yeah, it'll be interesting when they bring out a new update. As I said before, I think they've got something planned, because then they wouldn't have extended the in the last update, they wouldn't have given us more expansions for the shop and more expansions for storage unless they were doing something with it, unless they were looking at bringing more items in or doing something in the shop, whether, you know, having a bakery or having, I don't know, something. And then, yeah, hopefully they might give us a new hire person who can actually go to the other shops where we get things for half price. I don't know. They're going to do something. Anyway, all right. Bear with me. Okay, for those watching on Twitch, bear with me. I'm going to look at rating out, and I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, if you missed anything, I've got a huge amount of playlists here. I've just started doing Wrap House Simulator. I've already done Fast Food Simulator. I'm doing Bookshop Simulator, which is really cool. I like the simulators. And I've got a few other games that I'm looking at the moment. But yeah, so if you like, I've got all my videos here on my YouTube channel. You can always drop me a follow on Twitch to make sure that you know when I go live. One of these days I will be looking at getting a Discord, and so keep an eye out for that. You can join that. But those watching on YouTube, thank you so very much. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next video.